What is up, guys, and welcome back once again to another episode and another season of the Ebby GP journey here on F1 25 MyTeam career mode. As you see on screen, we are at the end of Season 1, starting Season 2, and this is where we ended up last season. P10 and 14 in the driver's standings, and P6 in the team standings, but everything is wiped to zero now. We are starting from fresh, and let's see what we can do. First things first, we're going to be finding out what the calendar has in store for us. This is what we ran last year, and we're going to go ahead and clear the calendar now before we then decide what we're going to be putting on. And this is it. We start out in Australia. We missed China this year, and then it's Japan, Bahrain making an appearance, and yeah, all the way through to the finale on screen there in Las Vegas for the first time on the calendar. Exciting times. Now back at the factory then, we've made a deal. We're going to be staying with Mercedes for the power unit. Honestly, it gives the most power, it's the most durable, and yeah, I mean, we've been with them for a year already, right? And we also welcome to the team Gabriel Bortoletto, replacing Zach O'Sullivan in the no longer Ebby X4 McGP car that you see on screen there, but instead the Ebby Seren racing car. That's right, our new title sponsor, Seren, an American jeweler company. We are going to be signing with them this season. We have an American on team, and the finale in Vegas is going to be something that we can look forward to with, you know, special liveries and things like that. Back towards our normal routine then, we run the time down, we get some new parts on the car, and we also have a owner skill to unlock, which we do there, which we can now add to our activities. We head over to development first, though. We did lose a couple of parts because of the regulation changes, so we are going to lose some performance. I'm not quite sure where that came from. I thought we had everything covered, but apparently not. Apparently we didn't finish everything, so we're going to go ahead and redevelop those upgrades there. As you see, that's what we're doing at the moment with the ERS cooling, and yeah, we're going to try and regain some of that lost performance. The resource modifier, we were 6th when that got changed last time. It didn't really affect us any, but you see there we're putting on our activities. Some pre-season stuff is fairly unique. So yeah, we've got some owner self-reflection and some department onboarding and stuff like that. But basically, we're trying to set ourselves up for the best possible start to the season that we can get. We are still fairly down on the progress tree, and obviously we've lost some performance as well. So yeah, we need all the help we can get before we then have our first engineering sort of event of the season there. So yeah, we're going to head over to the engineering department and figure out what's going on. And you see there, we've got a server crash. So for whatever reason, someone decided to pour their coffee into their laptop, and that fried all the data on it. And yeah, the servers are a bit balked as well. So we either save the part data or save, save the other. We go for the part data, basically. It was like the smallest penalty to the resource points. And then, yeah, we advance time on before we then head over to corporate. As you see there, we've managed to gain a few new upgrades to it in the off-season. And, yeah, so you see us choosing a new improvement to put on there in the meantime. We're going to go ahead and put on the HQ Media Relations and the secondary sponsor team. So we increase our secondary sponsor sort of output, and also the HQ Media Relations, which gives us 5 mil every time we finish on the podium. We had a couple last season. You never know. We might be able to help sort of secure the financial future of the team if we get some lucky results. These are the results of the server crash output there. Then you see we get a research discount of 15%, and we saved some stuff basically. Yeah, we fast forward then. All the preseason testing is done. We know exactly where we are, but it is, we're not gonna. There's no real surprises. So now it's just a case of heading back to development to try and fix where we're at. You see there, we do gain some performance in the off-season despite those lost components, but we do get overtaken by VCarb and Alpine, so we are now the second worst team on the grid. which is a bitter pill to swallow, I'm not going to lie. Ferrari bringing a lot of upgrades, as are McLaren, most teams to be fair, but Mercedes taking a massive hit to their performance there then. So brings the front closer together, but sadly we are still a ways off it. From there though, it is now time to go ahead to the race weekend, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, guys. First chance to see how badly our performance is behind the rest of the field. Juan Manuel Correa is our driver for this, and I'm going to hand you over to past me for all that now. Alright then, here we go. First look at the season, and it's going to be a wet qualifying, interesting. All new power components, we love to see it. Let's have a look, see what the messages are. So, welcome back. So it's not given us any kind of update on who's moved where, which is weird. Qualifying, very wet start then. That could work in our favour, getting us up into the higher positions. I'm going to have a look then and see who's moved where. So, Ferrari, it's still Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri still staying with that. Mercedes, George Russell and Kimi Antonelli, they're still staying the same. Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon still staying with Williams. Esteban Ocon at Haas, still Fernando Alonso. Yeah, VCARB, keep the same lineup. So, I think all the new guys. So, Josep Maria Marti comes up from F2 to go to Kick Sauber. Interesting. Aiden Jackson for Red Bull. Excuse me? Boys. Oh, no, Aiden Jackson for Red Bull is wild. That's going to get spicy at the front. For those of you that don't know, Aiden Jackson is one of the protagonists from the story mode for the F1 game, the Breaking Point stuff, and I think he's quite highly rated. So Red Bull could absolutely be cooking with that signing. But yeah, that is crazy. And then you've got Paul Aaron in Alpine for this season. So four driver changes. Two of them we already knew about. The two that we didn't know about were obviously Aiden Jackson going to Red Bull after Yuki Tsunoda retired last season, and Josep Maria Marti coming to Kick Sauber to replace Bortoletto. That's crazy. But that is the driver lineup changes. So let's go.
Albert Park welcomes you. Let's get this show on the road then. It's practice here in Australia.
All right then, first practice season of the new. First practice session of the new season. Let's see what we can do. Nice. All right, that's good.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
All right, let's get this practice program done. Whoa! All right, note to self. That curb is, well, that corner is scary. Car's still a little bit tail happy, you know. Ah! Yeah, the rear of the car is still very slidey. Tell you what, though, if the top left is anything to go by, we have pace here, guys. I think we've got the rear running a bit too high and the front too low. So it's stalling out the diffuser on the rear.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
The AI, man, he just parks it on the apex. Alright, let's go to free practice 2. Ah, we don't pass it this time. Let's go again. Ah! How many flashbacks does Stroll get IRL?
You need to box. Your DRS is stuck open. We need you to pit for repairs.
Oh, Christ. It's always the DRS fault with these people. On the other hand, less drag equals better fuel. That does not equal better fuel. But the gate closed now. What? Alright, well, we're going to have to pit. This front wing's balked.
Well, program over, but that wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again.
We'll use something stronger on the rear wing next time, Mark. Get some fucking Gorilla Glue out. None of that blue tack shit. Right. Yeah, let's fast forward through the repairs. There we go. Right. Alright, I think we're good.
Program complete.
There we go.
And a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
It's over! We did practice, guys. Be proud of me. Alright, off to qualifying.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Oh, Lord, it's wet. Might spice qualifying up a little bit. There we are. What's the weather doing? So in 10 minutes, it looks like it's drying out a little bit. So I think a lap right at the end of the session is going to do us some wonders here, but before we do that, we need to get some laps in, just for a bit of practice in these wet conditions, because we've not raced here in the wet, and we're on a dry setup. So let's just get some laps in. Oh yeah, we're finding a load of time. The track is drying already. They're so understeery. Okay, Gabriel Bortoletto sitting in P11 ahead of us. Welcome to the party, teammate. I reckon 5 to 10 minutes time, you know. This is going to be a dry track. I'm going to go around again in a second. Let's see what we can pull out of the bag. But genuinely, I think we're not far off dry conditions. Yeah, track is absolutely drying out. I might go ballsy in a second and stick a set of softs on for the end of the session.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
P12 again. Alright, we are fighting to keep our head above the water here a little bit. We're going to go around, we're going to get back into the pits, and we're going to stick, for the final lap, we're going to go ballsy here. We're going to stick some softs on. Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely time for the dries. Let's go for this.
Standing by.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, knowing my luck, they're going to release a bunch of AI right into my path when I'm trying to set this hot lap. Alright, let's go.
And we've dropped to P12.
Yeah, certain parts of it I've got to be careful with still, but there's others I can absolutely send it into. Alright, P1 by a good old margin, 6 seconds. Of course, that's not gonna last, but that's why we're going around again, and we're about to set a second lap on these tyres. Alright, we're gonna be the last ones to cross the line. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah, the track's still drying up. Actually, no, I think the delta's busted. Doing with the fastest lap. Bortoletto coming in clutch then. We might be okay, guys, with our teammate choice. Come on.
Okay, you've been moved down to P12 with that, P12.
P19, we've got to pull something out of the bag here. That's not 20. Yeah, that's not 7 seconds faster. I don't think we went faster. The delta's broken there, so I don't know how. 19th. Good God, man. Ugh. How far off the pace will we? Good lord, 3.1 seconds, man. Jesus. Yeah, we're absolutely cooked. This is like Season 1 vibes. We may as well have just not done last season with the way we are in this car at the moment. God damn, man.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Jackson, Norris, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Antonelli, Piastri, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, and Alex Albon, Ocon, Russell, Lance Stroll, and Aaron, Behrman, Lawson, Jack Doohan, and Isaac Hadjar, Correa, Bortoletto, Pepe Marti, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. So a new driver signed for next season, which is good news all round. Or is it? Halfway through a campaign, how does a team cope with that?
Yeah, it's a really aggressive decision, and to announce it that early, I guess you kind of raise the question, why did they do it? But this is a driver that's really sought after, so I kind of understand why they would want to bag that driver as early as possible. But hopefully for them, that doesn't cause too much distraction, and they make sure they keep their team right now motivated until the end of the season.
Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you.
I don't think we have as strong a performance as you think we do, Mark. Yeah, obviously no penalties pushing us forwards. It's the first round of the season. Why would there be penalties? Yeah, interesting. I don't know what Crofty was on about with switching drivers. That might be a comment on a couple of driver moves that took place in the off-season. I don't think any teams are going to be signing new drivers at this early on in the season. But let's have a look at the strategy. Aiden Jackson starting P3, I think that was then. So turning up in that Red Bull and well, turning up, it's a bit wild. Maybe he can end that second Red Bull seat curse. I think the 2 stops probably the play here. Let's go for that. We can always extend if we need to. But yeah, Aiden Jackson turning up in that second Red Bull seat. Absolutely wild. I think this is what we're going for. What is everyone else starting on? Race director. Every single person is on the mediums. That is great stuff. No mix of strategies. Okay. But here we go. The formation lap for round 1 of Season 2. Got our teammate right there behind us for moral support. P19 on the grid then. It's not much further we can fall back, so let's try and keep eyes forward.
No rain expected for the time being.
Let's just try and keep the temp in the tyres so we can get a good pull away. All we want to do is just not do the same thing that we did last season where we binned it into turn 1. I would like to race people here. Not the best parking. Alright, here we go. Season 1. That's wrong. Season 2. First race. Let's see what we can do. Good pull away. Let's go, boys. Run slightly wide there, but we'll keep it together. Okay, so we are quicker in that chicane than the AI by the look of it. Just keep it nice and sedate for now. P15.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Blitzing our battery at the minute just to try and stay with those guys ahead. And we've already dropped out of DRS. Fantastic. Oh, okay. We get it back. Interesting. Bit of battling up ahead. That brings them back to us. That's good. Let's try and get a gap behind us. Let's try and secure this position. Oh, yeah, we're definitely falling off the back of that group ahead of us now.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.2 seconds. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
We are flying indeed. We got a very good start. I just need to try and stay with Behrman now. I kind of let him go to try and get DRS and it didn't work out.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
The DRS is stuck open.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
No, I didn't turn too early. The DRS is stuck open. That's me braking. And you see there, the DRS is still open. The DRS should turn off. I can't do anything with that. I'll be honest, guys. That's a bona fide fault. I think, yeah, I think, because this isn't a skill issue on our part. This is a genuine fault with the car. I think it's going to be a crash out, guys. God damn it, man. Can we not catch a break? Like, look. Yeah, we can't catch a break. We're going to call that as thing. But you see there, it just... There's no downforce in the rear, and around we go. That's it, boys. End of the race. Definitely not the end to the first round we wanted. Definitely not the end to the first round we wanted.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And to get a victory at the first race of the season, this might be a sign of things to come. One thing's for sure is that this performance will be giving the team and the driver relief and confidence going into the rest of the season.
Red Bull then laying down the gauntlet.
It's been a hard afternoon of brilliant racing, but now it's time for some proper celebrations. The podium awaits. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
Aiden Jackson P2 as well. Christ. Man has absolutely turned up into the sport and just turned around and said, "Hold my beer." Fair play. Red Bull 1-2 then, absolutely setting the tone for the season. I think Mercedes are still fastest on paper, but it looks like Red Bull have absolutely turned up to this season. I just wish we could do the same. I don't know what's going on with the DRS, guys. The fact that it got stuck open is ridiculous. Like in practice and in the race. It is what it is.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
That's our first ever retirement, like actual crash out retirement. Hulkenberg and Russell as well. How did we beat Russell? Russell was still going when we went out. Regardless, P21, that is very, very disappointing. That's definitely going to hurt our opinion with the fans, which is a shame because it wasn't really anything we could do about it. But yeah, that is a very, very disappointing round for the team there for sure. Oh boy, guys. Wow, just wow. Not the way we want to start the season, right? Yeah, two fairly significant faults there of the same kind in two different sessions. I don't know what's going on. Someone in the garage needs to be fired, but unfortunately, that has completely balked the start of our season. However, it is what it is. Onwards and upwards, as they say. We'll set our sights on round 2 for making a realistic entry into the season. But unfortunately, that is a very, very short race for the team and the episode there, guys. It is what it is. These things happen. But yeah, apologies for the lack of race there. But we weren't on track for long before it all went wrong for us. For now, guys, that is the episode. Please do leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and also hit a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the 4.5-5 laps of racing that we did do. But for now, guys, like I said, that is the episode, and I will catch you on the next one. Goodbye.